As we have now the signal picked up from the Arduino microcontroller, we can do something with the signal. And what we will do, we will try doing two things. First of all, we could convert this number into the sound. That's what we have been doing already in our previous tutorials, and we can also control our LED. In order to control LED, we have to have the code in Arduino defining the digital picked up signal. And in our Arduino code, we have defined the signal picked up from a pin marked with 9, to which we have attached our LED light. So being able to send the signal into our port number 9, pin number 9, we could light up LED or switch it off. This is being done with basically, number object, but we could vary with, for example, slider. So let's try attaching our number object and see if our LED is functioning. We could do it with simply a number box. And if you would drag and drop, drag simply the number back and forth, you will probably be able to see the light going, switching off and on. So let's now change it to the object slider, which would make us sending the number, defined number from 0 to 255. That's the range of the numbers our microcontroller would be understanding as a full range. So let's do slider. And we need to define the range in the inspector. The range of the slider we need to define in the inspector. And here we have as default 128, and our default microcontroller range is 255. Now the minimum is 0, which is fine. So this object will be sending now our numbers between 0 and 255. See, 254. 0 is taken in. So now we can attach this object to our serial object, to our microcontroller, and we can turn our microcontroller on and see how our light is changing. If everything is connected correctly, so you will see LED switching off and on. So now if we have the light sensor picking up the range from let's say 180 to 530. So in order to make the full range from 0 to 255, we need to scale this number. Scaling number, we would need to have a pure number. In this case, we have the number output into quotation marks, and we would need to purify this number without quotation marks. This is being done first of all with an object called from symbol, and if we would connect now integer to ASCII and see if it has done first the job, and we see that now we don't have quotation marks and we have a clean number which we could convert now, scale now to the number from 0 to 55. So scale number has a number of arguments. So first of all, we need to define what is coming in. So coming in the range from let's say 150 to 500 to 500 whatever. So let's say we get the highest number, which is 550, and we need to scale it now to the number ranging from 0 to 255. So if we have connected now this object from symbol and see what number we have at the end, scaled number. So scaled number is now varying from 0 to 254, which we could connect directly to our slider. So now if we would cover our light sensor, we would see the light going up or down. So we could control the LED while covering LED light sensor. We could do the same also with the sound, as we have already the number which is ranging in our case from 180 to 550. We could use this number directly as our frequency. So if you remember, for frequency we were using an object cycle. As a default frequency we could use 440, and we still need our speakers. And our speakers, if you remember, we were using ESDAC, connecting speakers and connecting our number not scaled, so in this case from symbol, and inserting it directly as our frequency. And now if we would cover our light sensor, we also could control our music. So that's basically it for today's tutorial.